Hello. Oh man, you got me leaning there as I was clicking my thing. That wasn't intentional. Hello, welcome to something that I've never done before on my YouTube channel. And also, just to point out, in case you are a patron and you may be thinking, wait a minute, Miller, what are you doing? Yeah, that's the whole point. So many people always ask me about my Patreon, and they don't really understand what the Q&As are. Not in a bad way. They're just like, okay, what do I get if I get a Q&A? So I was like, okay, well, I'll do one free one. Free one sounds bad. I don't mean like that, but basically, I like to have certain rewards for my patrons. And if you're a $5 plus backer, you get weekly Q&As. You get to ask whatever you want. We're going to do one in around about an hour's time. So this is just a little, like I say, a tester one to see if you like it and maybe you want to support. If you don't, doesn't matter. You got this one. It's like an advert, for lack of a better term. Just trying to be as transparent and as honest as possible. But people always ask me, they say, Miller, can you do a Q&A? Can you do a Q&A? And I was like, well, I can't really, because that's not fair to the people that support me on Patreon. And I appreciate everybody's support, everybody, even people just watching. Is super nice, but as that's something that I've done, and I want to make sure that I give something back to them and give something to my patrons. Then again, this is just like a little teaser one, and we'll go from there. It's as simple as that. So you can ask your questions in the little chat over here, and I'll answer them, and we'll go from there. And again, if you like it, there's a link in the description below, patreon.com/Simon316. If you want to support me, great. If you don't want to support me, great. All of it helps, obviously. And it's as simple as that. And if nothing else, just fun live streaming, right? On a Tuesday, here we are, smashing it, enjoying the day. So I'm literally just going to grab ones at random. I actually thought we wouldn't have that many, but we've already got loads. Which is nice. I like it. So, I mean, we'll start with, can we play Kahoot? Says Omikaze. What is Kahoot? I've got a question for you. Now it's your question. I don't know what Kahoot is. I probably should know, and I probably will know once you explain it. But I don't know. I don't know the most. Manic Beats. What rapper do you casually listen to the most? These days, probably Joyner Lucas, closely followed by Travis Scott. Kanye doesn't really count as a rapper. I guess he does. Yeah, no, he does. That's not fair. What am I talking about? I listen to a lot of Kanye, the ones I've listened to, obviously, not the ones I haven't listened to. And someone else just said, Ethan Benji02 said, do you listen to Eminem? He would be in there as well. They're the ones that they're the ones that I would do most of the time. Flawless Talk said, I'm a patron, bottom of my heart, thank you very much, but can't find out how to see the regular Q&A. Where would I find it? Just log on, man. A post went live about 5 minutes ago. You'll find the link to that, and you can ask your question either live in the chat or you just comment below the post, and we always answer them in there each and every week. But yeah, they're the guys that I probably listen to the most. I'm probably forgetting some people as well. It's just amazing that rap and hip-hop is on my list, to be completely honest. So, Ellie Cramp, have you listened to any more Tech Nine? Well, I'd like to listen to more Tech Nine, but I can't because obviously that would ruin the channel, right? But I've listened to Sriracha a lot. He is good Tech Nine. He's just got a good flow, and his you would have seen on Rock Reacts. His what's his line? Some people say I'm the best at what I do. The rest are all 5, 4, 3, 2. That is the best line I've heard on all the hip hop that I've listened to. That is absolutely the best. Hilariously, Triple H asks, do you think Triple H will ever retire as a wrestler? If yes, when? I think he's already on the way down a little bit. I mean, he's 49 years old, I think. Still amazing for what he does. Looks in ridiculous shape for 49. So I think that he will probably, in the next couple of years, maybe do a couple more WrestleManias, or maybe he'll be probably the Undertaker, actually. I think we get probably sort of 5-6 years, as long as his body holds up. But that's the beauty of only working once a year, right? You can do that stuff, and he's a busy guy anyway. So I would say, yeah, probably five more years. 2022, he'll retire. 2024. We'll give him an extra year. Omikaze, a game where all viewers can participate. Well, I've never heard of that. Let me know some ideas. Absolutely, we can give it a go. We'll give anything a go on this. Zulu's very nice. Says, how are you today, Simon? I'm all right. Thank you very much. How are you? And how is everybody in the chat? That's a very nice thing. Ryan Everme, my boy, my man, always supporting me. Nice guy, to say the least, in the super chat. Obviously, we'll make sure I answer all the super chat questions because it's really nice of you. Joyner Lucas or Enzo Amore? Not Enzo Amore. I don't get Enzo Amore, and it's easy for me to say this now, but if you go back in time and watch old What Culture videos, you'll be able to find out I never really liked Enzo Amore. Not liked him, like I respected what he did and everything, but I wasn't my guy. I didn't get him. I didn't get what the love was. So I was always a bit confused. The same with Big Cass. I didn't get that tag team. It didn't do anything for me. Maybe because I didn't get into the microphone shtick, and they were very good at it. But yeah, it was lost at them. It was absolutely lost on me. So it was lost on me. So I mean, yeah, Joyner Lucas, 100%. I haven't listened to the Enzo Amore app because I just don't want to. I don't want to. I like to bring happiness into my life. I don't want to bring sadness, so I ain't doing that. we ain't doing it. Right, I'm gonna keep randomly just picking out questions. But you can ask whatever you want, just for the record. If I don't want to ask it, I won't. But you can actually just smash it out. The Maestro Josh, how do you juggle this channel, Rock Reaction, What Culture all at once? Respect for you, man. Hardest working channel in the game. Well, that's very kind, dude. I like what I do. I feel very lucky and blessed to what I'd be able to do. Like I said, the fact I can sit down and just chat to you guys and get people asking me questions is amazing, and I feel like you never know what every day is going to bring. So I just try and enjoy it as much as I can. I just try and fit in as much as I can because I get a pump out of it, I get excited about it, and I always just want to be creative. Some people say, Millie, do too much content? Maybe, but that's how I like to do it. That pleases me. So that's how I'm going to keep doing it. You know, you got to find your own way in life. Don't want to get too, hippie trippy, but you've always got to find your own way in life, find what works for you. And yeah, just being a bit of a crazy man and running around the place works for me. So that's what I decided to do. And yeah, I like it. It works for me, and hopefully everybody else likes it as well. So yeah, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. When are we looking? Dean Thompson, when are you coming to ICW? Well, I've got to get back from my shoulder injury first. Had some pretty good news over the last few days. I mean, we're still a long way to go, but I mean, for starters, as always, keep your eye on things. You never know what's going to happen. But as soon as I'm back wrestling, as soon as ICW, if they ever did want me, completely understand if they wouldn't, but if they ever did want me, absolutely, I would say you'd never say no to a company like that, right? You'd be crazy, you'd be mad. Whether or not they want me or not is a completely different story altogether. But from my point of view, yeah. I mean, yeah, definitely. Lewis Middleton, how did you get into metal? There's actually a vlog on my channel that you can go watch now called Why I'm Obsessed with Metallica, because that's what it was. Like, I heard them when I was 16 years old. It was like a light bulb went off in my head, and that was it. I was done. I was like, I want to keep listening to this, and I went on a huge journey, like Metallica, Motorhead, Megadeth, Iron Maiden, all those kind of new age of British heavy metal bands got me. Diamond Head. And from there, I kind of just built up to games like, I remember Killswitch Engage is always the one I remember, because Killswitch Engage, I remember when I first heard them, my mate Pete at university suggested to me, good man, and I remember listening, it was too heavy for me at the time, which is hilarious, because now I can't get heavy enough. So they were the first band that got me into kind of screaming metal, and from there, I just kept, chugging away at it, and that was it. And I knew it was for me. It's one of those, I'm sure lots of people have had it with music as well. When you first hear the music you like, it gets straight in your brain and you just know that you like it, which is why music is so cool, because you almost don't control it, it controls you. Bobby Tuff in the super chat, always lovely when people do that. Like, it's just so nice. I mean, it really, really is. It's all nice just for watching, but it's always cool. How you doing, man? Says Bobby Tuff. I'm good, man. I hope you're doing all right as well. Tell us more about the band. Oh, wow. My band. Well, my band is called MG and the Juggernaut. It was formed in around about 2010, I believe. We play metal music. You can search us into pretty much YouTube or any kind of music streaming service, and you'll find some stuff, from my point of view, in terms of vocals, that's very good, and some stuff that is not very good as I got better and better. But hey, it's all a progress, it's all a journey. But yeah, there was a time for I'll do a vlog about this one day. There was a time for about probably 3 years where I was dead serious about the band. I was like, I want to be a rock star. And I really went at it for a good 3 years. And we did everything. We played some really cool gigs. We went all over the country. I remember one point we played a gig in Leicester and then drove all the way down to Brighton that night to play another gig. So yeah, I used to absolutely love it. We're not, I just used to get a thrill out of it, and I was really passionate. And we still do it. We still do it now. A new song came out, a month or so ago. Again, you search for MG and the Juggernaut, Never in Secret. That's out. That's the most proudest song that I've ever done with the band. We also reacted to it on Rock React, so you can go watch it there as well, should you so choose. And yeah, that's the band. We're a metal band. We're very inspired by Metallica, or at least I am. The other guys, Perry and Rich. The thing is, Perry and Rich are far more talented than I am, so I kind of ride their coattails a little bit. But yeah, I play guitar and I sing, in inverted commas. It's taken me a while to get confident with the singing. But again, if you go listen to Never in Secret, again, just search for it. That's the one I'm most proud of. Some stuff you hear, no, I'm not proud of it at all. But yeah, I got a band. I love my band. And we should be meeting up soon, I think. So I look forward to that. That thing just vanished that I needed to see. There we go. Jinjin45 in the super chat again. It's just super nice super chat when people do that. And they just say, Simon, you are my hero. Well, Jinjin, that is... that's very humbling and very, very nice of you to say. I'm proud to be your hero. And you're my hero as well for making me feel so good. So that is very kind, man. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. I will do my best to live up to the heroic status you have put upon me. And I hope you're having a great day, and I just hope you're happy. I hope everybody's happy. That's what I'm always about. We know that. Chris Pack said Megadeth isn't new wave. I know Megadeth isn't new wave of British heavy metal. I said those bands. So I said Megadeth, Motorhead, Iron Maiden, and bands from new wave of British heavy metal, such as Diamond Head, so on and so forth. Don't be that guy. Don't be that guy. Right, let's find another one. Alex A, favorite wrestler right now? That's a hard question. I think Cody Rhodes actually right now, or Cody Rhodes or Kevin Owens, somebody like that. Of all time, Bret Hitman Hart. Always Bret Hitman Hart. Like Bret Hitman Hart is the man. Craig Manley, hey Simon, you are an inspiration. That's very. You humble me. How do you overcome difficult times in your life? That is a question. I do a lot of vlogs about this as well. I think it's just. I don't want to get too cheesy, but the thing is, I think everyone goes through bad times, right? Like we've seen people, even celebrities. I talk about this a lot, but we've seen celebrities and stuff who struggle. So the only way you can deal with negativity, and it's not this easy. I never want everyone to think that's like flipping a light switch. But the only way you can deal with it is to just accept it and take every day as it comes, and accept that you're going to have good days and you're going to have bad days. Because most of the time, when something bad happens, it's just however long your brain takes to process is the amount of time that you've got to give it. So that could be a day, it could be a week, it could be a year. And learning to accept that takes time, that's the key thing. So yeah, when bad things happen to me in my life, I just try and make sure that I do that I remember that I also take, not happiness, but I think it's good to remember that other people are going through similar things, because that gives you strength. Because you think, well, I'm not alone. And also talk to people. Always talk to people, never hold back. Whatever you want to say, make sure you say it to people that you trust. And if anybody says anything bad to you, or you think is negative or knocks you, just ignore that person. They are not right. Everybody in this world is equal. 100% equal. We're all just human beings trying to get through this crazy thing called life, existence, whatever. And don't let anyone ever knock you, especially when you're down. You're just as strong as they are. You just need to get back on that level. That's my spiel. Amakazi in the super chat. Hero again. R.I.P. Little Peep. Show him some love in the chat. I like Little Peep. I went through his last Come Over When You're Sober Part 1. I am going to go through Come Over Sober Part 2. He's an interesting fellow, talking about people struggling on hard times, because I think he got a lot of his stuff out in music. And that's the other thing we should tie in the two questions. Find out what your passion is and throw yourself into that. Nothing wrong with doing that. That's why a lot of people do it. That's why a lot of people get good at it, or good at what they're doing, because they sorry, my stream's gone weird. I always keep an eye on it, because that's their release. That's their therapeutic release, and I think that's really important too. So yeah, if you're passionate about something, absolutely make sure that you just go with it. Just go with it. Don't let anyone stop you. Don't let anyone stop you. Jonathan Mboy in the super chat as well. Again, you always get this. This is my super chat thing. This is on my heart, and I think it's lovely when people do that. Still waiting for my Batman video. I think you mean the vlog one. Don't worry, man. I got a list of vlogs. I promise you it's coming. We're going to talk all about Batman, maybe next week or maybe late this week. I promise it's in there. I saw it. So yeah, don't worry, my friend. I will definitely make sure I get that. Someone just says, "Do you live in Bournemouth?" I was Ryan. Ryan Evan. No, Ryan. Do you live? No, I don't. I used to live in Bournemouth. I used to live in Bournemouth for a long time. That was a long time ago. So yeah, I know I don't live there anymore. But Bournemouth was all right. Bournemouth, I think it's changed now. But when I was there, Bournemouth was one of those places where I was done with it. When after a few years, I need to move out. So I did. Right, I'm just sort of going through comments to try and find random things. Here we go. Free Monk 3. Hey Simon, how do you keep yourself so positive when dealing with a long-term injury? I'm currently dealing with a slip ruptured disc in my back, and the constant pain and worry get me down. It is hard, man, and mine especially for the first 6 to 8 weeks sucked. Not that I mind this. I put myself out there. I'm always going to put myself out there. But because I have put myself out there, I also had to deal with people going, you deserve it. And some days that gets you more than others. But it's the same kind of thing. You just have to remember, it's not a short-term game, it's a long-term game. Your body will heal, even if you mean surgery or whatever. You will get back to where you want to be. And what I did is I tried to find other things to do that I couldn't injure. When I was injured, so I couldn't go to the gym and I couldn't wrestle. So you will see my video output increased horrendously. Some people didn't like it, but it helped me. It allowed me to stay creative. It allowed me to occupy my brain. And that's all you can do. So maybe it's playing music, listening to music, watching a TV show, a film, starting a project you've wanted to do for ages. Just re-shift your goals as and when you get back. And as for the pain, I mean, painkillers are obviously an option, but don't go crazy on them. unfortunately, pain is just one of those things you just have to accept. I don't agree with all this pain is weakness escaping the body. No, it's not. It's your body telling you that you're in pain and to slow down a little bit. So just do what you can to negate that pain, but always remember, when you do get down, eventually the pain will go, right? Eventually the pain will go, and that will be that. I'm just looking for questions. Again, Billy Bishop, can you do more gigs with your band as I never be able to catch a show? I will do. We haven't done many gigs in ages. We've done like one show in the last year because all of us have been so busy. But yeah, we'll do more gigs as and when. We'll absolutely do that. I mean, I love playing live. I love live stuff, which is why I love the wrestling as well. But yeah, once my arm's better, we'll get back to wrestling and we'll get back to the band. Absolutely. 100%. Ashik Stark, what is your reaction whenever people say wrestling is fake? I just don't care. Like, that's on them. That's not on me. If they want to waste their time talking about a topic that these days I think is quite passe. It's old. Like, wrestling, yeah, it is. Well, it's not really fake, but no, I don't think that. It doesn't bother me. That's on them. If they want to think that and waste their time, then they should really go find something positive to get involved with, rather than rag on something that somebody else likes. No, I don't. I don't care about that. I am phenomenal. Views on PewDiePie versus T-Series. Weird. Really weird that a bunch of YouTubers are desperate to keep PewDiePie number one. Who was that guy that just said, subscribe to PewDiePie, whatever, for an hour? I mean, madness. Someone just noticed, yeah, the green screen at the top left corner is ruined. Don't worry about it. It's strange. YouTube is a strange world, but I love it, clearly. I think it's amazing you can just throw stuff up there and get an instant reaction. It's just nuts. It's nuts. The Steve Tramp just said, Brexit, question mark. We ain't talking about Brexit, man. This is a political free zone, unless we're being satirical. Then we'll talk about it. But no, we're not doing politics here. It will be the end. Peck, hey man, love your work. Very kind, thank you. Been watching since your VG days and have your Know the Score t-shirt. You get a heart pat as well. My question is, do you still speak to the OG Video Gamer squad? Brett Phipps is one of my best friends. I talk to him every day. We're usually moaning at each other about something. So yeah, still talk to Burns, still talk to the Oris, Tom and James. I'm in sort of, mild contact with the other dudes, but no, they're the ones I talk to the most. But I think they've all gone on to do great things. I think they're all happy, which is always my thing. As long as people are happy, that's the main thing. So yeah, we stay in touch, but it's one of those things. We had our time in the sun. I'll never be able to thank everyone enough for that because I wouldn't be here today without it. So yeah, it was a I look back now and it's just like what a crazy time that was. I also just saw that Chris Bratt is in the chat talking about the original Video Gamer crew. It's weird I didn't say Chris because I don't even consider Chris obviously was part of the original Video Gamer crew, but to me he's like Brett. Brett and Chris kind of exist out here. They're just friends. But yeah, not only do I still talk to Chris Bratt, he even just I've lost it now. He said, "Do you want lunch again soon?" But here he goes, People Make Games, he's on there. Everyone go subscribe to Chris Bratt's People Make Games channel. But yes, we can, Chris. We can absolutely go and get lunch soon. But yeah, I mean, during the original Video Gamer days, like, I think, I don't want to insult anybody else, but I think my favourite time was making videos with Bratt. I shouldn't say that live, because he's meant to be my mortal enemy. But I never think, they were I look back at all the stupid videos we did, pre-Miller Report stuff, and even though as much as I love the Miller Report, and I do, the stuff that me and Chris used to make just used to crack me up. So, yeah, he's a good guy. You're never getting anything else by that, Chris. That's it. We're done. Jonathan Mbai again in the Super Chat hero. Thoughts about cherry bakewells and custard creams? I don't mind a cherry bakewell, but I'm not a massive fan of the cherries. Like, a cherry is alright, but if I was going to choose it as a snack or as a dessert type thing, I wouldn't go for it. But I like the bakewell part. That's awesome. A custard cream, however, is a fine biscuit, but it wouldn't be my go-to biscuit. A cookie is up there. Any kind of Oreo, I'll smash that. But a custard cream is nice. I think I'd have a digestive over a custard cream. Isn't that the argument? Would you have I would have a chocolate digestive first. Because I don't eat that many biscuits, a chocolate digestive to me is like crack. It's like drugs. I absolutely love it. Like, it's properly wonderful. So, yeah, I like that question. More weird questions. That's funny. Such as this. Serenity's Terror. Why are you bald? Well, that's a whole conversation. We'll have to go into some serious Mother Nature talk about that. I just am bald. What are you gonna do? The Steel Champ. The Miller Report was the greatest show on YouTube. VG WWE got me back into wrestling. That's amazing. I like to think that these days, some days people just stumble across VGWE or the Miller Report and they're like, what the hell was that? Also just realised I totally forgot to plug my laptop in. Let me plug my laptop in before it dies. Nobody wants that. That's the worst end to a stream ever. I'm not going to click. I've got a be right back thing. I'm not going to do that. Every time you do that, everyone just stops watching. I know it works. I'm just going to do it live on camera because who doesn't want to see me scraffle around like an idiot? That's what you get with my streams. I know what everybody else does. I don't care. Miller's Miller. He does his own way. Always has, always will. There we go. Breaking the YouTube trend since day one. Ryan Everme in the super chat. Get the hand pump. How do you take your tea coffee? Well, Ryan, this is something that is just going to confuse and upset everybody. I don't really drink tea or coffee. I never drank tea as a kid. I think I probably had about 25 cups of tea. Green tea I drink a little bit. Coffee, I only drank coffee in the build-up to my bodybuilding competition because it was good for fasted cardio, and then I dumped it because you've all joined me. You get the special kind of knowledge. It's not good for my skin. It makes my skin all break out and stuff like that. So yeah, I don't drink it. So I don't take it is how I take it. And I know a lot of people go crazy when I say that. I'm a stimulant-free guy. The Shit, which is an amazing YouTube name. Hey Simon, been with you since the video gamer days. That's very nice. Will you and the guy behind Tam McLeish ever do anything together again? Are you still in contact with the video games you used to work with? We mentioned that before. Tam McLeish is Jim. No, I mean, probably not. I think Jim is off smashing it somewhere else. And I kind of think those days are done. Like, I really enjoyed what they were, but I draw a line under it now. And we move forward onto hopefully new and exciting things. JS, everybody has one. What is your zombie apocalypse plan? Slow zombies, no sprinters, strong hordes though. Just go in there and try and fuck them up as much as you can, because let's be honest, they're probably going to get you eventually. So just get a big saw or a big chain and try and chop them all up. That's all you can do. Try and survive. I'd go on the attack though. I'd be too scared, like hanging out in an apartment or something, or a flat or a house, waiting. If you go out there, then you know you're getting right in somebody's face. So that's my zombie apocalypse. I won't last long. I'll be a zombie within a day, because that ain't the way you do it. But I think it would just be too terrified to otherwise just to wait. I don't want to wait. I don't like waiting. That's where I get my anxiety. That's where my apprehension comes from. I would ask this one. I said one question per person in my head. I would ask this one because it made me laugh. I Am Phenomenal says, how many times have you been called Johnny Sins? I get called Johnny Sins, no word of a lie, about 150 times a day. Sometimes, when I haven't had much sleep, it really gets to me. Dear. Well, what can you do? Tom Talks Rubbish, favourite takeaway, pizza. Obsessed with pizza. It's a good thing I found the gym and exercise and taught myself how to eat healthily. Otherwise, I'd be a fat blimp. And I can eat a ridiculous amount of pizza without ever getting full. It's a problem. The Steve Chat, McDonald's, KFC or Burger King? McDonald's is off because I'd have KFC actually. I like chicken. I really like chicken. So yeah, done. Victor Vanderveld, top 3 movies of all time. Well, I mean, it's difficult because my favourite movies ever are the Dark Knight trilogy. So Batman Begins, The Dark Knight Returns, and The Dark Knight Rises. I know no one likes Dark Knight Rises. I like Dark Knight Rises. I like Blaine in it. Bane. But I count them as one, which I know sounds ridiculous, but I do. I mean, to me, they transcend movies. I don't say that very often, but it's true. Otherwise, I don't really know what my favourite movies are, because it depends on my mood. I always say The Shawshank Redemption. I know it's such a boring answer, but I really do love that film, and I watched it, at a time where it just spoke to me on so many different levels. Outside of that, I mean, there's loads of films that I like, but I wouldn't sit here and sort of pick a top 3. Like, I'm a big, I wouldn't even know. You know what I do? I get asked that question all the time. I do a vlog about that. I need to sit down and actually think about it, because top of my head, I don't know. But I'll get back to that. That's in the brain now. I'm going to write that on the list. King Eric, Simon, do you remember the Sticky Note Game of the Year video? Yeah, I do. I do remember that. I think I was in that one. I think I was at the office that day, but it was a good video if I do remember it. Tails, top 3 video games of all time. Well, that's easier. Zelda Ocarina of Time, Shadow of the Colossus, and probably Super Mario Kart. They're the 3 games I played the most and 3 games I loved the most. Gears of War is hanging around there as well, as is Oblivion, Elder Scrolls. There'll be other games as well. KOTOR would be in there, I think, probably. Dragon Age Origins, all that kind of stuff. But those 3, yeah, definitely. High Tag, what is your favourite Unforgiven by Metallica? Well, it's kind of like the Dark Knight movies, right? I kind of see them as a piece together. If I had to pick one, though, if I could never listen to... Unforgiven 2. If I can never listen... If someone said you could only listen to one Unforgiven ever again, I would go Unforgiven 2. So we'll go Unforgiven 2. There we go. It's probably controversial. Josh W. What do you think Cody and the Young Bucks will do next year? I think that they are going to start this promotion, especially after those tweets from the Revival and stuff like that earlier, and go check them out if you haven't seen them. I would imagine Yeah. If someone put a gun to my head again, I would imagine that, yeah, the reason is because they're going to start this promotion. Or at least that's what I think. We'll find out. Right, it's exciting. I'm excited about 2019. Check out What Culture video did about why 2018 was such a transformative year for WWE too. A lot has changed. When you sit back and think about it, it's actually really exciting. So, yeah. Bobby Tuff, favourite childhood cartoon? Jason the Wheeled Warriors was good. There we go, I'll do that. Jason the Wheeled Warriors. MJP Noble in the super chat. You get a clap on the heart. It's always nice. You are the man. Keep doing your thing. Oh, dude, that's just lovely. I don't really know what to say to that. I will, man. And honestly, thank you for support like that. I know when people say this, it always sounds disingenuous and stupid. You can think that about me too. That's cool. It's your life, your opinion. But honestly, that's inspirational and it's motivational, that stuff. You give me the energy, so thank you very much. And I think Jose A. I probably got that wrong. Just threw some money in the super chat. You're all very nice people. I want you to know that. I don't think many people say that on YouTube stuff enough. And if they do, I haven't seen it. So, yeah. Kamran Munawar, what is your favourite football team? All right, well, everyone gets mad when there's two, right? So I was born in Luton, so I'm a big Luton Town fan, and now for the first time in my lifetime, well, 15 last 20 years, Luton Town are actually doing well. Could be on the cusp of getting promoted into the Championship, which would be huge, given they were in League Two but a few months ago. And yes, I'm also an Arsenal fan. I support Arsenal because as a kid I loved Ian Wright. It was as simple as that. I enjoyed his flamboyant nature, his over-the-topness. But I'm a very, very, very laid-back football fan. Like, Arsenal beat Tottenham the other day, and I liked it, but if they had lost, I would have shrugged my shoulders and gone, okay. I watch it for entertainment. I don't get carried away with it. I know a lot of people do, which is cool, which is why, I get people get really passionate about that, and that's awesome. I think that's great, but that's just not me, which is why I like to... I like to throw that out there. Stephen Paul, your impression of Bane sounded like Yoda, had me in knots laughing. That was the point, man. I go behind the scenes stuff. At one point, I had another bit in that said actually sounded more like Yoda. I thought, well, it's not funny if I explain it. It's funny if I look like I don't know. So there you go, a little behind the scenes on ups and downs for you. But thank you. It made me, I'm not gonna lie, when I saw it back, it made me laugh as well. So I'm glad you've enjoyed it. Jason Petty, I've heard you mention it before. What kind of guitar do you have? Man, I have so many guitars, it's ridiculous. I've got a LTD, was it EX351, the Explorer with the diamond, not the diamond stuff on it. What's it called? Oh, you can go look it up. I got that. I've got a couple of acoustics. I've got a Truckster because I love Metallica. I've got an Ibanez. Yeah, I just got too many. But some of them I like to think they're investments. I mean, none of my guitars cost too much money, but I think they hold their worth. So, yeah, fingers crossed. Super Chasney 198. I hope that was right. Would you prefer to lose your YouTube channel or make out with Mark Henry for an hour? I did ask for more weird questions. I'll do both, man. Keep my YouTube channel and Mark, you come around. Well, that's a weird question. I probably wouldn't want to make out with Mark Henry, and I 100% guarantee you he doesn't want to make out with me. That's hilarious. Jeff Ramster, do you participate in Fantasy Premier League? Yeah, honestly, right? This is what I do with Fantasy Premier League every year. I do what I think is a decent team and then forget. I'm in the What Culture League this year. Somehow when I last checked, I was third. So now I don't change my team, and I hope that I just somehow fluke it. It's because I put Arnautovic in my team, and he gets loads of points. And I had Richarlison for Everton. Smart man. My man Jonathan Mbai, who is just such a huge supporter. It's amazing. Getting a PS4 this Christmas, what game should I get? God of War, I think that's the best game they've released in ages. Spider-Man, if you like Spider-Man, is very, very good. Red Dead 2, but that's on both. But I like Red Dead 2 more online than anything. What else is on PS4 that's exclusive? Jeez, I mean, you don't want more than two. I'd say God of War and Spider-Man are their two best exclusives. I look over to the corner, I'm not sure. Yes, I'm confident with that. Yes, I would go with that. I would go with that. And I do this. Right, we'll do a few more. And remember, we do all of this once a week on my Patreon. And it's a pimp. That's all it is. It's a promotion. Loads of people ask me to do a teaser one, which is what this is. But there's no... And also, I'm mostly saying that because if patrons are in the comments like, Miller, what are you doing? Maybe we'll do a few more here. But again, patreon.com/Simon316. Just being transparent as possible. Call me an asshole. It's all good. You know, it's just... I like doing this stuff, but unfortunately, life costs money. That's the truth of the matter. James Conlon, hey man, it's my birthday today. Still spending it watching your vids. Much love. James Conlon, happy birthday, my friend. I hope you have a great day. Whatever you're doing tonight, I hope you have a great evening. Have a great week. Have a great weekend. Birthday always lasts a week. Make sure you enjoy yourself. Toy B. Moss, Shadow Colossus remake any good? Probably my favourite remake to date. Absolutely go and play it if you haven't already. It's fantastic. And if you've never played it, even better still. Christina Bay said worst date story. I don't really want to throw them out there. I don't want to. I wouldn't name any names. But if randomly anybody ever watched this and realised it was them, I wouldn't want them to feel. I do have a really bad one. Maybe I'll save that for some vlogs and we'll do a bunch of bad dates. I'm not going to throw it out here though. But I do have one horrendous one. It's hilarious though. It makes me laugh. Let's talk wrestling. Have you ever drank a pint of beans? No, but I would. I like beans. So, yeah. I would do. Cag Green, question. I see a lot of people asking about marijuana living in the UK with legalization. What's your opinion on it? I think that given that marijuana certainly seems to have enough evidence to support how much it can help people, that it should absolutely be made available to those people that need the help. I don't think I struggle to comment on things like that because it's all good and easy to say, well, they should do this or they should do that. But really, stuff like that comes down to the individuals. I want everyone to be happy. I know it sounds cheesy. What a knob. You're right. And if marijuana can take... Like someone earlier in the chat was talking about how much pain they're in. And I'm sure if they knew, you know, that marijuana could help them, they'd do it. And that's the same with any kind of struggles like that. And that's why so many people get addicted to stuff. Man, tangent. But they're like, I'm struggling with this. If only there was something to help me, and someone goes, oh, this will help. And you know, you shouldn't take it, but it does help, blah, blah, blah. But yeah. Super Chasney198 in the super chat, you get the hand on the heart. You're such a legend and so down to earth. Patreon soon. That's very kind, man. I appreciate that. I've always tried to be genuine and honest. Some people think it's a pile of crap and I make it up. I don't. That's why it doesn't bother me. This is me, and you're willing to like me, and you're willing to think I'm rubbish. Both are fine. It's your opinion, but it's me. So there's nothing I can do. Right, where are we going to go? We'll do a couple more. Jeff Raptor talking about an Artivision, his team, and Richarlison. There you go. They're the two people to get. I got Salah as well. We ain't doing nothing. He's not having the same. Reaction. Alex says I'm too liberal. I think I'm too liberal. I think I'm too easygoing. Would be a bit different because it's like Chris Rock says. Some things I'm liberal about, some things I'm conservative about, but I'm always very much a laid-back kind of a dude. I am passionate. I am sort of passionate, but I'm more... Anyway, blah, 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 blah. We've done that one. Let me do one more. Supreme King 3000 thoughts of Jose Mourinho. Very good entertainment. If I was a Manchester United fan, I probably wouldn't enjoy it, but very, very good entertainment. Cracks me up. Right, we'll do two more. We'll round it off at 5 o'clock. Again, we're going to do another one in half an hour on my Patreon, blah, 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 blah. This has seemed to have some good things. I'll definitely try and do a few more on here, but only sort of teasing things. Where Ed Green, do you eat your crusts or cut them off? I eat my crusts. I don't waste calories. Calories are what it's all about. If you want to get big, got to get your food and got to eat calories. So I absolutely always eat everything. Everything I don't like coconut. I don't like olives. I'm not a big fan of coriander. Outside of that, I think I'll probably eat anything other than pork, ham, bacon because I'm Jewish. I'm that guy. Right. Listen to Big Crit, says T-Sal. Have we done Big Crit? I don't know, I forget, but I will absolutely try and listen to it. Favourite bad film, says Liam, gamer vlogger, wrongfully accused of Leslie Nielsen. Leslie Nielsen is a hero of mine. I love that guy. It's a terrible thing. Jonathan Mbai again, who's just the most nicest man ever. Recovery quick, please, highlight of my week. What I will say is this. My recovery is going to be a while longer, but keep your eye out, because you never know what's going to happen. Hashtag tease. And are you going to react to the X album dropping next week, says AQ Majali. We are. We're going to do it on Rock Reacts, so you can definitely do that too. And Xandermander says, if you couldn't be Defiant champion, would you be the Internet Tag Team champion? Dude, I'd be any champion. If any promotion says to me, Simon, do you want to be a champion? I'll be like, yes, please. I'll absolutely smash that. So, yeah, I would love to do that. Excuse me. So, yeah, I would absolutely do that. And finally, Ryan Everme in Super Chat. Last question, this one. Ever been bit by an animal? Yeah, well, I got attacked by a dog when I was a kid. I've still got a scar across my chest. You're not going to be able to see it on this. But yeah, I got attacked by a dog when I was a kid. Not in a bad way. It was excited to see me, but I was only young and it knocked me down. And it ripped through me and it scratched across there. And I was terrified for dogs for a good 15 years. It was only kind of in my, probably long, my mid to late 20s when I finally got over it and it calmed down. So, yeah, I had a real fear of dogs. Like, we could be walking down the street and I saw a dog and you'd see me physically recoil. Because I guess, childhood stuff is crazy. But, yeah, that was nuts, right? Otherwise, bit by an animal. I mean, I've been bit by, cats and, all kinds of stuff, I imagine. I don't know. I don't know. Right. I'll round it up there. This was fun. I enjoyed this. Thank you very much for joining me. I actually said to myself before I started, no one will probably watch. And that is the best live stream I've ever done. So, isn't it weird? Sometimes, again, a great life lesson, a great PSA, like Saved by the Bell. Sometimes it's just worth throwing yourself out there and doing things and see what is going to happen. I will answer this one because I like this question. Josh MC, how many calories do you eat a day? It's over 4,000. Even though I can't really train at the moment, I can do legs. I thought, screw it, I'm just going to eat to try and keep my size. So, yeah, I've been eating loads of, I mean, well, healthy. But, you know, you want to get big, you got to eat. You are going to put on some fat, but you got to have the dedication to the other side. We'll do a live stream or a vlog about fitness and stuff soon. Right, I may do another one of these. Not too regularly, because again, I don't want to imbalance the Patreon stuff. But this is exactly what we do on the Patreon. Anyway, that's that. I just want to make sure Patreon's new. Thank you very much, everybody, for watching. Have lovely evenings. It's Tuesday. Enjoy the rest of your week. You'll see me popping up all over the place as always. That's how I like to live. My final quote is this: the Giant Lobster, best name ever, who has gone to super chat. Your musings have helped me through hard times. Nicest thing you could say to me. Well, up there with the nicest things you can say to me. Again, another little tidbit for you. When I started doing those musings videos, and I still do them now, they're just vlogs, and I've kind of changed them a little bit to try and get a bigger audience. Blah blah blah. Yeah, like. They were done, and I was nervous about things. I didn't know how people were going to respond to them. So the fact that so many people say things like that means the world to me. And while I wanted them, I hope they would help people. You never know what they're going to do. So the fact it did, I'm glad, man. Nothing makes me happier than that, because I understand how hard mental health stuff is. Again, I don't think we talk about it enough. I thought I got a small platform. I'll start talking about it. We'll see what happens. And Man That You Fear, who's always my dude in the super chat, been supporting me for years. Such a good guy. Your setup are getting slick. And I appreciate it from that guy because he knows what he's talking about. And you can go, I assume that he's Man That You Fear on Twitch. Go search for Man That You Fear on Twitch. You can watch him stream. I think he does it a few times a week, if not more. So you should go check out him as well. Apparently I'm streaming the same time as PewDiePie. I'm never going to be able to compete with PewDiePie, so I may as well just do things whenever. Right, I'm off. Going to throw some food in my mouth. And then, yeah, if you're a patron, I'll see you in about half an hour or so. But thank you so much for joining me. This was fun. This really was fun. I enjoyed it. I still need to sort out my tabs. So it's going to say stream starting soon. Obviously, the stream is done. I'll see you soon.